The last time I didn't study during Christmas break was 2018 December because I was still in secondary school. From 2019 December, I started studying every Christmas break. 2019 December, I started A-level. 2020 December, I started studying law. 2021 December, I had exams in January. 2022, 2023 December. And this is my first December as a graduate that I'm not studying. But I'm here to give you the tea of how I study every December break and how you can too. Workable tips that are not going to put pressure on you. If you're watching this video, that means you actually want to study during Christmas break. And first thing first, let me commend you because I think it takes a lot to actually decide to study during Christmas break or New Year break when people are busy enjoying themselves, right? So the first thing you want to do is to make sure that you write out your plan. So what I always do is that I write out all the courses that I want to study during the holidays, right? And then for all the courses that I want to study during the holiday, I write out all the topics that I want to study on them. So am I studying 4 courses during this holiday or 7 courses during this holiday? Now for each of these courses, well, how many topics am I studying? Because it's not all my topics that I'm going to study. It's not realistic, right? So your goal has to be realistic. This Christmas break is always between 2 to 3 weeks max, right? So you need to make sure that it is something that you can do, right? And you might end up not even studying for 1 week because you might not study like few days when you just get home and few days before you return to school. So you might just want to be realistic to take out 1 week, right? And then, so for the 2 weeks or for the 3 weeks, as you may choose, write out your goal. How many courses do you want to study? For each of those courses, how many topics are you studying? So that we'll know how we're now going to arrange them for all the days that we have to read. Right? So after you've done the planning, you've written out all your goals, realistic. You're not about to study all the topics for all your courses during the holidays. It's not going to work, and you're just going to get yourself overwhelmed, and you might end up not doing anything. So the next thing is to not put pressure on yourself. You need to understand that the fact that you decide to study during the holiday means that you're a serious person. And no matter what you do, you are doing a great job. No matter how little it is, you're doing a great job because there are many people who are not studying during the holiday, right? So the little that you do means so much with respect to when you're in school that if you study for 1 hour, you might not have even done anything. But during the holiday, if you can study for 1 hour, it's actually a productive thing. Do you get? So you cannot pressure yourself. If you want to hang out with your friends, go. If you are studying and you're feeling sleepy, sleep. You are not in school when you're feeling sleepy, you go and rinse your face or you'll be walking about. Just get the sleep, right? But you want to make sure that when you want to study, you are not distracted because what then is the point if you are distracted and you cannot study? I have a video about how to avoid being distracted while studying, so make sure to check it out and watch it. Then the third thing you want to do is to create a study timetable or study schedule. Now, personally, I don't do study timetables because for every single time that I tried it, it did not work for me. But during holiday, study timetable actually works for me. And I think the reason is because the holiday is time based, is limited. So I can just map out something because I actually do exam study timetable too, just like I do holiday study time. So if it's like for a limited time, the timetable works for me. So what I do is that for the days that I'm going to study, maybe I'm going to start studying from 22nd of December to 4th of January, for instance. I'm going to get a paper, write out all the days 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th. If it's Sunday, I'm removing. And then I will now pick my courses that I've already planned out and all of that. Okay, how many courses do I need to study during this holiday? 4 courses. Okay, let's start with that. For each courses, how many topics do I want to read? I have 4 topics on each course, for instance, right? So 4 times 4, 16, right? So I will now arrange everything within 16 days. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So in one day, I'm going to read a topic. For me, it's always realistic because I could actually spend like 4 hours or 5 hours. So maybe from like 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. I commit to just study. So I can actually cover a whole topic between that hours, right? So you are going to write out everything like that. That means all I need is 16 days out of my 3 weeks holidays, right? So after I do that, I make sure that I stick to it. So that's the study schedule that you're going to do. It is best that you do the study schedule before you actually start the studying. So even before I leave school to go home for the holiday, I already have it. So as I'm going home, my mind is already programmed to the fact that I'm going home to enjoy Christmas and to study. So now is the best time to do that study schedule for the holiday. 4. Set a maximum time limit. Tell yourself that no matter what, you are not going to spend more than so hours studying in one day. So in one day, it can be like you're not going to spend more than 4 hours studying, you're not going to spend more than 5 hours studying. Because when you condition your mind to that number of hours that you're not going to exceed studying, it helps you feel like you are not being caged, you are not being forced to do the study, right? It's your choice. You're doing a good job studying during the holiday, right? So you want to make sure that you're not pressuring yourself. Like now, what I do is that if I start studying by 11, right, I already tell myself that by 4 p.m. I'm done. If I start studying by 12, by 5 p.m. I'm done. If I start studying by 1, for you, it can just be okay. The moment they put on the gym in the evening, I'm done studying. Just condition your mind, and then you cannot just wake up. Let's say you wake up like 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. Now you cannot just wake up 10 a.m. and stand up and start reading. You want to eat, take your bath, relax, press your phone, and all of that, right? So just condition your mind to the fact that your study sessions would not exceed so amount of hours, just so that when you want to focus, you can tell yourself it will end by 5. So let me just focus now. Do you get? And then you can still even decide to stay up late, pressing your phone and all of those. You shall know that the day was productive. The fifth and final tip I'm going to give you is to reward yourself. You are doing a very great job studying during the holidays, right? So I think that the best you can do is to reward yourself. Maybe when you are done reading, when you are eating dinner, you are watching a movie, like even if it's a normal thing that you would do, condition your mind to feel like it's a reward for the studying that you have done, right? What I used to do sometimes, that I will buy snacks, like things that I will not take normally, buy chilita, buy chocolates, buy everything. I'll keep it. I'll tell myself that in the evening when I'm done studying, I'll come and enjoy it. I'm studying because I'm working towards the chocolate and chivita that I want to eat, right? And then even when I'm studying, right, I don't put pressure on myself while studying, right? So I'm studying, I'm taking breaks to press my phone, I'm doing all of those stuff, but then you still want to make sure that the number of hours that you have committed to studying is productive. Because what then is the point if you tell yourself you're not going to study for more than 4 hours and then you spend 2 hours with your phone? Make sure you implement all these tips. I promise you they're going to work. It starts from before the holiday, conditioning your mind to the fact that you are going to study during the holiday. So even as you are going home, you're telling yourself that you're not going home to just play, you're not going home to just while away time. So you're going home with your books and determining to bring them back read. So you're not carrying books just to bring them back. You're carrying them to study them and bring them back. This tip will work for. I totally recommend if you have exams in January. Please do not be carried away with the Christmas break. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. But yeah, this video is the last studying video for this year because it's already December, so I need to give you the break that you need. So this is going to be my last study series, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.